Every day I wake up, I want to feel like my best self, and perfume is an essential part of that process. These are the 5 fragrances I've been wearing the most this month, the ones that have had me in a chokehold, that have made me feel really confident and beautiful and like myself on days where I just want to crawl into bed and stay there. I want to share them with you. There's a varied selection here: florals, fruity ones, expensive fragrances, and the cheap shit. And all of it has been fun to wear. I'm going to share it with you.
Baby, can you give me just a little bit more of what I've been missing?
Hi, I'm Jeanique, and I'm a self-described perfume maximalist with a massive collection that continues to grow. But with all that said, and a continuing rotation of perfume trays and things to try, there are usually a handful of fragrances each month that capture my attention and vie for all of the sprays, all of the days, all of the time. And these are the fragrances that won out. Now, if you love a perfumey video, you think I'm a vibe, because y'all, I am, then go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and do the thing, because you know you want to. And if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Road to 5,000, y'all. Is that too ambitious? I'm at like 3,300 right now. It feels like a lot. It feels like too much. But you know what? We're going to set those goals high and we're going to reach them in 2026. You can be part of that process. You could help me out. What is stopping you?
You give me just a little bit more of what I've been.
So first up is I am the queen. Does this feel too obvious? No, this isn't a fragrance I just pulled out this month. I've been spraying it here and there for the whole year now. And this month I've just been wearing it in rotation heavy because I've been in the mood for what? Tangerine. That is the main opening of this fragrance, and it's so fun and happy to me. There's something about smelling citrus in the morning when I am lumbering to work that makes me feel better somehow. Yeah, and because everything has bergamot and everything has mandarin orange, they don't really strike my brain in the same way, because it's like they're like white noise in the background. I barely notice them anymore. This is I Am the Queen from Zaafaran. Now, the notes on the internet are going to tell you it's the aforementioned bergamot, but that's not what it smells like. And I don't know if it's the mix of things, because it's cherry and bergamot together, or it is, or they're lying to us. Could they be? I think that's what it is. That's the one I would go with, because it is unmistakable. It is so distinct and loud in the tangerine-ness of it all. You could feel like you're pulling it apart and eating it. That's the vibe. I am not exaggerating. Literally. Stop lying. It's bergamot, Zaafaran. It's not. You can't just put bergamot on all scent profiles. Sometimes it's tangerine and we know it. So basically it's that. It's tangerine. And they weren't lying about the main floral note in here. It's peony. Peony is nice, y'all. It's so delicate. It doesn't try too hard. It's not overpowering. It's not loud. And my main way of describing it, and I'm going to keep doing it even when y'all get tired of it, it's a romantic filter, y'all. So you can take really aggressive notes: bergamot, lily of the valley, musks, woods, pralines, whatever, and you stick them with peony, and it just softens the edges. Nothing feels as sharp or aggressive. Sometimes you want sharp and aggressive. Sometimes you want loud and imposing. Sometimes you want assertive. Peony makes everything feel softer. It's like muffling something. It's like putting a muffle over something, so you just kind of, you hear it, you feel it, you sense it, but it feels like it's filtered through something that makes it a little bit hazier, a little bit more just, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? In this moment, right now in this moment, I'm going to put the Final Cut romantic filter. There's one called romantic filter. I'm going to put it over my face. You'll see what I'm talking about. That's a visual representation of peony, basically. This is Herrera's Good Girl Supreme, and this is one of my favorite of the Good Girls. I go back and forth because sometimes it feels like it's not quite part of that line in terms of how it shows up to me, but they're so varied at this point. What am I even saying? The main note I would say in this is a mix of tonka bean and tuberose. it's a magical mix because the tuberose is already so heavy and creamy and delicious, right? That sort of floral creaminess that is so lovely and romantic in terms of how it shows up. And you mix that with a heavy dose of tonka bean. And I just find that combination to be like simultaneously, like I said, romantic and alluring, even like voluptuous. It feels very round to me, but also really warm and inviting. It's such a good combination. And y'all know how I'm a sucker for tuberose fragrances. I will link my tuberose specific video. I don't know if this is in it, but I'll link it. It's a long time ago. And I love how this smells. There is this sort of sweetness in this. I don't think there is sugar in this, but you know what it smells like? It almost smells like honey. It almost wants to border on like a maple syrup sweetness, but it's more like a honey sweetness. Yeah, this is such a fantastic good girl fragrance. It feels a little bit different from everything else. When I think about the good girl line, I think about flirty, a little bit sexy, and this is something else. It feels warmer. It feels more like a hug to me. And I think those sweet smells, what smells to me like honey and the tonka bean and the heavy fucking tuberose together, so a little bit of musk. There's something citrusy in here to cut through everything, so it doesn't feel too overwhelmingly candid. It's really well balanced. And every time I've gone out at night in a cute ass dress like the one I'm wearing, this has been the go-to fragrance for me, at least one of them. There's another one to come. It's a little bit sexier. The vibe of that one is a little bit more assertive, but this feels very warm and approachable and just beautiful. It's raining so hard, y'all. Like outside is torrential. It's torrential. It's okay. It's night. As long as it's not raining in the morning when I need to go to the office. As long as. There was another road fragrance coming up, and this is the one I was talking about, y'all. This is Valentino, Donna born in Roma, Intense. Now, should this be a surprise to people who know me? No. Because inevitably, one of the Donna fragrances ends up on my tray every single month. Without exception, because last month was extra dose. It was extra dose last month, and this month, we're doing Donna born in Roma, Intense. I wanted more intensity. I wanted a little bit more power to one of my fragrances this month. And I find this to be a reliably beautiful fragrance, just like the line of fragrances happen to be. So this is a jasmine fragrance. I've talked a bit about how much I love jasmine fragrances. I like how unapologetically white floral they are. They aren't trying to appeal to everybody. It has a very distinct sort of scent profile that reads really big and a little bit loud, a little bit in your face. And when you mix that all with sweetness, like from something like vanilla, a little bit of amber, you throw in some other notes, what you get is something that feels like I'm somebody who wants a lot of presence. I want to enter a room and be noticed. And this is the kind of fragrance you get noticed wearing. I bought this when I went to Las Vegas. It's entirely possible I did a vlog while I was in Las Vegas and went to this like Arabian perfume store while I was there. And this is one of the fragrances I picked up. And I think I was in Vegas in 2022. So it was a long ass time ago. And so I don't feature this fragrance a ton. Don't mean I'm not wearing it down. And this is such a beautiful one. It's from the brand called Pearla Nera. I will link them down in the comments, maybe, but definitely description. Perla Nera, and this brand is from the Collision Flora line. So it's their Flora line, but why I think you're gonna find a little bit redundant is that like in some ways it low-key smells like Good Girl Supreme meets the next fragrance that we're going to be talking about. There's something about this that mixes these creamy white florals together with these Arabian spicy elements that I find very intoxicating. There's another fragrance that I bought on the same day called Ataraxia that's also fire. It just has not had me I'm not in a chokehold currently because I can't think of my conjugation pronouns verbiage right now, but that one's also very good. But let's talk about Bianca. We're going to talk about Bianca because it's almonds and tonka, right? So again, very similar to the Good Girl Supreme because in that we have tuberose and tonka. This we have almond, tonka, and jasmine. So it has a little bit more greenness to it. It has a little bit more spiness. It's not quite as sweet as Good Girl Supreme, but it is doing a lot. Most of the work though, we got coffee, we got cocoa, we got a little bit of chocolate, we got a little bit of coffee together. It's basically a latte, y'all. It's basically a mocha latte with jasmine and almond milk. Basically, that's what we're doing here, but it doesn't feel super like dense and heavy, and I don't know how they pull that off. Bianca, Pearla Nera, out of Las Vegas, giving what needs to be gave. It is so good. I would say it's a midway point between Good Girl Supreme and the next one here. I say the best for last, y'all, because Chokehold, this fragrance. It's Lattafa Sehr. Not only is the bottle fire, cause snakehead bottle. Hello. Not only, but also I was just in the mood for this. I think it's because it's cold outside. I really wanted, I don't know, something warm, cozy, but with attitude and fun and spark. And I get that from Sehr. It feels big. And in that big cloud is over sweetness. Like you've taken something like dates and you've put them in the sun almost, and the sweetness has almost caramelized but not cooked. It feels like it's almost too much. It feels almost too heavy, and you've got to like want to be loud and expressive with your fragrance to enjoy Sehr. It is not a subtle fragrance. Something in this that feels really dark and a little dancey. I don't know how to describe that. Like pepper gives me that effect of, I was really drawn to it. It just felt kind of loud and brash. It's like the person you're friends with who like laughs too loud, who screams too much, is like too much excitement, and you just love them for it. That's this fragrance. It feels a little bit overwhelming, but if you're not like doing this and doing that and taking it in like right here, and you're just sort of stepping into a cloud of it, you put in a little bit of the air. Don't overspray, don't do it. But you put a little bit in the air and you step into it and you let it land on you. It just does something. Like, it's not the fragrance I'm going to wear to work. I do not want to hurt people with my fragrance. And if you're in an enclosed space for long periods of time, people might have a reaction, because I said it tips into over sweetness on a level that I think makes it not a safe blind buy for most people. However, if I'm going to be outside all day and fresh air is going to be wafting by me, people catching a whiff when it's not heavily sprayed, they're going to be intrigued, because it is an intriguing scent profile. It is very good. So Sehr, one of the 5 fragrances that have had me in a chokehold all month. But to be fair, Sehr has had me in a chokehold since I got her. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your attention, your time, because you could be anywhere on the internet right now and you have chosen to spend just a little bit of time with me, and I really do appreciate it, because that feels very special. I will keep bringing you videos, keep talking fragrances, because it is one of my favorite things to talk about. So what is a girl to do but keep doing it? If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Road to 5,000, y'all. Road to 5,000. And if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Again, I'm Jeanique, bringing you tea about the fragrances that stand out, even in a collection as big as mine. And hopefully one of these has tickled your fancy just a little bit, made you curious to check out potentially. And if that has, then I've done my job. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.